All right, time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with rogue. I want to assume the U is true at this point. We could do something that ends in like a UR potentially, but we can't use the O, E, or G. So that makes it a little bit tricky. Or we could go with the OU and not do the R, something like cloud. Let's try that. Okay, well, one of the U's is a lie, and one of the O's is a lie, so everything else has to be true, because that's going to be the two lies on those two lines. Okay, so there is an L, and so it could be the OU are the true ones, and you could do something like this. Ooh, I was going to say ghoul, but there's no G, so that... If we're going to do the O and the U, then the... Well, we know the L is true anyway, so the L has to be first or fifth then. What would work like that? There's probably something there, but I can't think of what it is. Otherwise, it would have to be this. So I actually don't think the OU works. So there's probably something there, but I'm gonna assume it's not the OU, which means the yellow U is true and there's no O. So we could do lumpy. Okay, so well, about could we pulley has a EY though, doesn't it? I don't think that's... Oh, it does work. Okay. Maybe that's doesn't pulley have an EY? I don't know. All right. Well, at any rate, well, one of the Y's is a lie. So the green U's are definitely true. So back to the OU up here. Now it would have to be UOU, which, and then you would have to have, yeah, I mean, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I don't think these are going to be the lies. This is true. This is true. Okay. So, and there's definitely an L in the word, because one of the Y's is a lie. Whichever one is the lie, it could both be lies. There might not be a Y, but at least one of them is, and whichever one is, the L, the yellow L or the green L will be true. Now, if this is the lie, so we know there's an L. So if this is the lie, right, that means there's an L somewhere else. Let's say last, right? But if you put an L at the end, then this L, the gray L would be yellow, and the green L would be gray, and then they would both be lies. But that's not possible. So actually, can this be a lie? It can. Well, maybe. It could if... No, I don't think it can be a lie. Because it would have to be gray. It couldn't be a lie because it's yellow. It would have to be gray, in which case this would be a lie, and then both the Y's would be true. So this has to be true. That L has to be true. Now this one could be a lie, because there could be two L's, right? If we had ULLY, that L could be the lie, but we couldn't, because they couldn't have the Y. But so the only way this could be a lie then is if the Y is at the beginning, actually. And that's not going to work. So actually that can't be the lie. That has to be true. But yeah. Now there could be no L, but we've got the U and the L. There could be no Y, or there could be the Y. If the Y is at the end, then you have to have an M or a P, but we can't have a P. We'd have to have an M. Is there... What would... It feels like there's something there, maybe? Otherwise, M at the beginning? I don't know. I don't really like that. So, then that means the green Y is probably the lie. I'm thinking maybe there's no Y, and both Y's are the lies, and we've got this. But then what's going to come at the end? We could do built. Oh, okay. Well, we know this is the lie. Oh, okay. So, but it can't be guilt. So it's UILT? Quilt. There we go. All right, very nice. Well, it's always interesting when you do the double letter and you get the second one colored instead of the first one because it just limits what the lies could be there. So very interesting. All right, well, we had to pulley out all the stops and built up some clues, I guess, to get to the quilt to cover up and keep ourselves nice and toasty. I don't know. Anyways, let me know if you had a lumpy solve or felt like you were floating on a cloud the whole time. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.